Today we have a French micro brand to consider. This is a Baltic. The model is called the Aquascaphe MK2 or Mark II. And in my opinion, it's just good old-fashioned, affordable micro brand value. I like the Aquascaphe. This is the oldest model in the Baltic catalog. It's a retro-looking diver when you consider the design cues, but it's produced with some modern components that are designed to enhance longevity and designed to enhance performance, like a sapphire crystal with ARC, a sapphire bezel cap, and a nearly 0.5 millimeter thick BGW9 Lume cast marker system. So the watch has awesome lume, but it has that old school looking charm. Baltic makes this in two different sizes. They make it in 37 millimeter, and then they make it in 39.5 millimeters. They do it in 4 different colors. This one in front of the camera is the 39.5 millimeter version with the glossy green domed dial and the beads of rice style bracelet, which I think is so fitting on this retro design. As spec'd, this version costs about $800. Now I think there is quite a bit to enjoy for a sub $1,000 priced watch. This has a double domed sapphire crystal that mimics the form of acrylic, of bubble acrylic. It has inner applied anti-reflective coatings, and this lumed sapphire capped bezel looks awesome. Like I mentioned, there are tall BGW9 Lumicast markers, and this has a symmetrical no date execution, so I find the dial very balanced and easy to read. There's a good amount of contrast here as well. Now this has a comfortable bracelet. Each link here has full articulation. There are screw pin connectors, so it's a very smooth wearing watch on the wrist. And for reference, my wrists are 7.25 inches in circumference. The bracelet has a milled clasp. It's signed. There are 6 different micro adjustment holes, so you can find the optimal fit for your wrist, but sadly there's no quick adjustment system here. The case has drilled lug holes, and the bracelet has quick release end links, so it's going to be very easy to make strap changes, and that's important because I think the overall look of the Aquascaphe Mark II is versatile. So this would look awesome on NATO, this would look awesome on rubber, would look great on a number of different options. Now within the case is a Japanese-made Miyota 9039 movement. I'll place a few specifications here on the screen. Essentially, this is an easy-to-service, easy-to-source Japanese-made movement made by the Citizen Watch Group movement arm. This has a unidirectionally winding rotor that sometimes gets a bit noisy. You can hear this spinning around from time to time as you're wearing the watch. The font on the dial is clean, it's easy to read. The only text found on the face of the watch is Baltic, Aquascaphe, and 200 meters, which is the water resistance designation. This thread down crown is protected by crown guards. It's signed with a block B. Overall, I think this is just a solid diver. It's not too large, it's not too tall, it's not too small. There's a good amount of overall versatility when it comes to the design, and it has that easily serviced automatic movement. This is the bezel action. The bezel teeth stick out a little bit from the bezel, so it's easy to grip, it's easy to turn, but it does require a fair bit of effort to make the positional changes. So there is no way that this bezel is accidentally going to be knocked out of the set position, and that's a good thing. The action is loud, it's slightly higher pitched, and I find it quite satisfying, which is good to see on an affordable offering. The only negative thing to mention is my example. It's just a tad bit misaligned. It's slightly skewed to the right when you set it at the 12 resting position, which is a bit annoying, and it kind of reminds me of some of my affordable Seikos. Now, this watch's components, they're largely produced in Hong Kong. Some of the straps and accessories come from Italy, but everything is sent to France for assembly. This is a French micro brand, and the watch is sent out to customers from France. Now, this is the lume shot. It's BGW9. The lume is really good. It's obviously deeper on the hands and then the markers compared to the bezel. The bezel text is the first area to start to fade, but overall, I really like the Lume application, and I like the fact that the bezel is highly scratch resistant because it's covered with a sapphire crystal. Now, what about drawbacks? In my time with this watch, a couple things jumped to my mind. It would be nice to see a quick adjustment system in the clasp. I like the fact that this does have a lot of adjustability right now, but the market likes toolless systems just for easier on-the-fly changes. And so if I was designing a sport watch today, that's a feature that I would consider a consumer must-have. So I hope that Baltic does that for future releases of the Aquascaphe. Lastly, I mentioned this earlier, but the Miyota 9039 has kind of a noisy rotor. You can hear it spinning from time to time. That doesn't bother me personally, but if that's the sort of thing that gets under your skin, this is a watch that you should not consider. But Baltic does have quite a few other model options that I think are very solid. I like the look of the new scale graph. The MR is another affordable favorite of mine that I have reviewed in the past. I've reviewed quite a few different Baltic models over the years. This is a micro brand that I do personally enjoy. Now, this Aquascaphe Mark II comes with a 2-year warranty. It comes in a blue painted cork box, and I've linked this in the description of the video so you can check it out. You can take a look at the smaller size, the 3 different dial colors. Let me know if you have any specific questions. I appreciate you watching today. Check out my other watch content. I do reviews on micro brands, affordable brands, mainstream brands, luxury brands. Leave me a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.